The first thing that I am sort of expecting from Canon this year that I think would actually be big for Canon, and it's honestly something that I really want to see from them, because I think at the moment it's the weakest link of their entire camera line, is the APS-C camera segment. The crop sensor camera is under $1,000. How's it going, guys? It has been quite a while since I posted a YouTube video, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I was actually gonna make a full-on video talking about this, and I had recorded it and everything, and then I sort of decided I didn't want to post it, at least not yet. I think I want to do something that gives it a little bit more justice, do something more like a video essay, compared to what I was like really planning on doing, which was just an update video. But I moved to New York. I moved away from Miami. I moved away from home. I am now in New York City. Been here now for a little over. Been absolutely loving it. I have an awesome job working at a college here doing video production for their online college. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been here for a while and I'm just taking a ton of photos, posting a lot of stuff on Instagram, and just doing really good creatively. But I haven't posted on YouTube. And it's honestly just because I haven't had like the mental bandwidth to do so. I've missed it, and I'm definitely ready to come back and post more. But instead of posting a video about why I moved here, I decided to talk about the Canon R10 R7 that just got announced a few days ago. At the beginning of this video, I put a clip of me predicting what Canon was gonna do in 2022. It was a video I posted earlier this year, and so far some of it's come true. And one of the things that has come true that I said in the video is that Canon really has to focus on their APS-C crop sensor mirrorless market. They need to come out with a camera, that was more entry-level crop sensor that uses the RF mount, and they did it. Now with Canon, you can have a Canon R10 or R7 using the RF mount, RF glass. Then you can have, like I do, an R6 or an R5 or an R3 or R1, or an R3 using the RF mount. And then you can also have a C70 and a cinema camera using the RF mount. And I think that is really cool, really good for the ecosystem, really good for the Canon ecosystem, for people who have all those cameras. It's great. I'm personally not going to buy an R7 or an R10. However, this is really good for people looking to get into the camera market. If they just want to buy a camera that's, you know, somewhat professional, not professional, but a lot better than their cell phone, right? And it's an actual DSLR or mirrorless SLR, and you can actually manually expose and have focus settings and all of that, but in a much cheaper package, smaller package and everything. And so the specs, I'm not going to go through the specs of each one. I'm going to put them both on the screen, the main specs that I think are important. The things I am going to talk about, though, that I'm actually really impressed that Canon did was they put the Digi-X processor that is in my R6, and it is in the R5 and the R3. That's sort of the processor within the camera that makes it function the way it does and as good, as smooth as it does. But putting that Digi-X processor is huge, and it's really, really good that they did that, because it allows for the autofocus system that we have on these cameras that everybody raves about, that I absolutely love. It allows for those autofocus systems to be on these cheaper cameras. And so it's good that they took that route, and they didn't cheap out on sort of making the camera perform good, right? And instead they sort of took away some other features that maybe weren't as important. You know, obviously the bodies are smaller, bodies feel smaller, feel a little bit more plasticky. Again, I haven't held one. The NDA just lifted, so I've just been watching a ton of videos. I think they left the most important parts about these cameras in, and then they just cheaped out, or, you know, made it cheaper in other areas where, you know, you sort of expect for cameras like that to be cheaper in. And so I think both cameras for the price are great options, and I am actually really excited that Canon did this. They also released a couple new lenses, which I will put on the screen. Nothing, you know, they're cheaper RF lenses, but they are variable aperture zoom lenses, I believe. And so not a huge fan of those. They're good because, again, they're great for kit lenses, and they're great for cheap kit lenses. So you pick up this camera for $1,000, whatever you're picking it up for, and you already have a lens that zooms from like 15 to 150, and it's crop. And, you know, it does give like first time shooters a lot of versatility. However, what I would like to see Canon Canon now moving forward is to continue to sort of push the lower end of the RF glass market, you know, giving like a 20mm lens, prime lens that is equivalent to a 35mm, right? I think that is pretty much where I see Canon going next, and pretty much coming out with the whole lens range for those cameras specifically, where it's like higher quality, higher aperture, but still cheap lenses that fit the crop sensor mold. But overall, super happy with these cameras. I know I didn't say much in this video, obviously, but I don't have the cameras to review, and I sort of just wanted to come on here and say I was right, told you so, and just wanted to give props to Canon. I'm glad they decided to make these cameras the way they did. They seem great. If, you know, pretty much the people therefore who I think should buy these cameras is people who want to get interested or are interested in photography but don't want to commit to spending, you know, $3,000 on a body, and then expensive lenses and all of that. I think now on the market with these, this is a great entry level mirrorless SLR for everyone to buy. I don't think Sony's really updated their crop sensor market enough, especially on the photography side of things. I feel like I've always felt like those 6400s, 6500s, just the way they're shaped, the way they handle, they don't look like professional cameras. These have that benefit. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is I'm kind of jealous, the hot shoe mount is the smart hot shoe mount where you're able to like use the microphone without using the cable, and I wish I had that on my camera, which I don't, but that is really cool that they just added that on there, and it's like a new technology that they're using. But yeah, I think this is for any entry-level person who wants to get into photography, wanted to get into mirrorless shooting and manual controls and manual exposure and all of that, and still have a really good high-quality camera, high-quality sensor, good autofocus. There's not much else on the market that I think competes with this at the price range. So really happy for Canon, and I just really wanted to make this YouTube video to sort of get back into the swing of things and post content. So if this doesn't get many views, that's fine, but I do want to say thank you if you made it this far. I am back. I don't know when I'm going to post next. I'm not committing to anything. I'm going to try to post once a month. I'm actually in a temporary sublease right now, and I'm moving out next month. I literally just signed up lease before filming this video, which I'm super happy for. I'm excited to see the place. Maybe I'll film it, we'll see. I'm definitely going to make a video talking about, I'm subleasing through a company called June Homes, and I'm definitely going to make a video sort of talking about them and giving my review on them, because I know a lot of people are interested in that, and there are several YouTube videos, but I think I can make one a little bit better as well. So with that being said, good job, Canon, proud of you, and thank you for watching. I'm back. Share this with your friends, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at @TheJohnFernandez, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.